rice, noodles, pita. Now imagine that braised beef tackled inside a little balloon. A very tasty balloon. Okay, homemade pita. Healthier, tastier, actually worth your time. But this Taiwanese braised beef, this changes everything. Let's start with braised beef. Star anise, warm, licorice-like. Don't skip this. Cassis cinnamon, earthier, deeper than the one in your pantry. Citron peppercorn, not tangling, that's one. We just want that flavor. We are not eating them. The aromatics: ginger, garlic, onion, doubanjiang and sugar. Water, 150 milliliters. Dark soy sauce, about 1 tablespoon, mostly for color. Don't go crazy with this, or everything turns black. Light soy sauce, 2 tablespoons. This is your salt, and honestly, you'll probably want more. I always do. Shaoxing cooking wine, just 1 tablespoon, just a splash. That's it. That's the soul of the dish. I'm going with the brisket today. The marbling adds incredible flavor, and after hours of braising, it's tender while still keeping a nice bite. That is the beef. Keep the pieces on the small side. Cut them about 1 finger wide. Your finger or my finger. Doesn't matter. They just need to fit in the pita. Now, here's the key. Sear it first. Dip the crust on every side. Now the pot. It still has all that beef flavor in there. The oil is already working. Ginger, garlic, onion in. And now, doubanjiang, a little sugar. This is a sauce. It adds something you just can't get any other way. Now, we layer everything. See that crust? That's all flavor locked in. Pour in the sauce. It should just cover the beef. Here comes the spice bag. Just drop in. It's going to work slowly here. We just want the flavor. We are not eating them. Now, cover it. Let it do its thing. This is the part where patience wins. You want beef tender enough that it falls apart. If you try this at home, there's one thing I really want to know. How do you change the spice level? Drop in the comments. I will see you when it's done. While the beef is braising, let's make pita. Most pita recipes are just flour and water, but I'm adding one ingredient that changes texture completely. Not this one, quick oats, 50 grams. That's my secret. All-purpose flour, 200 grams. Hot water first. 100 grams. This blooms the oats, make them soft. Stir until it thickens. Once the oats have cooled down, add them to the flour along with the rest of the ingredients. Salt, 3 grams. Yeast, 2 grams. Then, cold water, 80 grams. If you use hot water for everything, you will kill the yeast. Knead until smooth. Take it out. Knead to a smooth ball. Cover 1.5 hours. Neat! Almost done. Down 1.5 times. This changes everything. Deflating realigns the gluten. Tighter down or easier to shave. I'm cutting 6. You can totally do 4. It's not a rule. I just find 6 way more manageable. Smaller pieces, less wrestling. Rest them for 15 minutes. Let the yeast spread through every bowl evenly. Same rice, same texture. Now the dough, from the center to the edges. Don't press the middle too hard. Too thin, it tears. No puff. Keep it even all the way around. That's what makes it rice. Now, the pan has to be hot, medium-high. Have you ever made a pita bread from scratch? Drop a tip if you have. Look, this is my favorite part. This is the moment. Wow, every single time, the pita looks like a bloom. When it does that, stop. Look at that color. The sauce has reduced into something incredible. Now, time to layer everything. Pita pocket open. Pack it generously. Don't be shy. A little extra sauce, spoon over, some fresh cilantro on top. The beef just melts. The sauce has up into the bread. The cilantro gives it a fresh kick. Delicious! Fantastic! What would you add to this? More spice? Some pickles? Tell me how you would customize it. One more thing. Make extra beef. Freeze it in cubes. Next video, I'm opening freezer on Tuesday. You're gonna want to see what happens. Link right here. If you try this at home, I want to see it. Drop in the comments. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I will see you in next video.